You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows like the one you're about to enjoy, visit electronicmediacollective.com. And now, our feature presentation.
Welcome to the exciting world of the movies.
Hello, retro movie lovers, and welcome back to the Movie Graveyard. We have got a gem here, an all-time cult classic that, people have been hounding me about for years, telling me I gotta see it. Well, I finally saw it, and now I gotta talk about it. I'm joined once again by the loyal and faithful, long-time gravedigger here, Zach. Zach, how you doing?
I am doing exquisite, baby. Is this your first time watching this, baby?
Yeah, when I got the Blu-ray, it was my first time.
Holy cow. Awesome. Well, my boy here, he's like, oh, yeah, we should do that because we both got the Blu-ray. And I was like, you know what? We got to do it. We got to do the world's first commentary.
That's right.
Exactly. You want to tell them what the commentary is, or you want me to do it?
I'll let you do it since it's your creation.
Oh, we're going to be slowly but surely masturbating throughout the entire duration of the film. And we are going to edge very strategically so that by the time we get to the scene where Linda Blair shows her luscious, big, fat milkies submerged in the bathwater, we are going to time it so that we blow our noses all over the place.
That's
live
right.
On the show.
You gotta keep it clean for when it gets reposted to YouTube, right?
Exactly. We're gonna blow that shit. We're gonna blow the roofs off our house.
That's why you gotta make up fake words like Play-Doh file.
Exactly. The hills are gonna flow with the white cummies of your boys, the goat and the Zach.
It'll be like when lava flows down a mountain in a movie. You won't be able to escape it.
Exactly. We were talking about it earlier, and my boy's like, "Oh yeah," he posted a picture of like the donut factory, and they were glazing the donut, and I was like, "Man, all this talk about cum, it makes me hungry for some biscuits and gravy," and I've just been craving it, baby.
You're gonna go nuts till you get it in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So we got the Blu-ray pause or the DVD, whatever you got. We got it paused at the 1 second mark pretty much, where it just says a motion picture marketing release. Keep in mind that the studio behind this movie was literally called Motion Picture Marketing.
Exactly.
That's probably why it turned out so good, huh?
Exactly. Fucking Danny Steinman. He was probably funded by some mafiosos or something at the time.
He was. He talked about it on the commentary track, and the production got shut it down because the mafia, they stopped sending the money. Eventually, somebody else had to pay to reshoot, get the shooting started again. It was insane.
This Blu-ray has 3 audio commentary tracks, and they could have fucking just waited a little bit longer and had a 4th audio commentary from your boys here.
Well, they're going to have it now, whether they like it or not.
Exactly. We're giving it to them.
So we got it at the 1 second mark, motion picture marketing. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, go. And when I say go, please hit play on your remotes and PS3 controllers. You ready, Zach?
Hell yes.
1, 2, 3, go.
You got cock in hand?
Yep.
We got prepared before we even started. We were all lubed up and ready to go while we did the fucking intro. And we're stroking. And very slowly, though.
Yeah.
We're getting it.
It's going to be hard to last all the way through that Linnea Quigley scene. You're going to have to put up with the depressing nature of the...
Very depressing, yeah.
I like the opening credits how it says Linda Blair in, and then almost like a 3D effect, Savage Streets.
It's very savage, very streets. Fucking, they need to make a sequel called Too Savage, Too Streets. I would have cummed.
Yeah.
Again, like after seeing this one.
And they could have kept the same line from the end of Too Fast and Too Furious where he says, "My pockets ain't empty, cuz."
Exactly. They're not empty because we're going to fill them with cum, basically.
Pretty much. Now,
John Vernon, right? We got the starring credit.
the sweaty Vernon. Now, I don't know if you knew this, Zach, but this opening scene of the guy, like, well, he's not really sneaking out of the house, but he leaves the house as a nerd, and then he transforms. He has like a chimney or something over here where he keeps his gang close. I couldn't tell what this was, this little hole. Like, it looks like a fireplace or something. It's weird.
Okay, now he's not the Clark Kent we all needed. He's got this, like, maybe a doggy door. I don't fucking know.
It's weird.
Yeah, very weird, yeah. But he's got his secret cool clothes hidden in there to be the punk rocker. And he's gonna go. This is the gang, the Scars.
Yeah, but this scene wasn't even filmed by the director. They filmed it afterwards because they're like, the movie's really going to suck unless we do this scene. And he totally ridicules it on the commentary. Like, what the fuck did that add to the movie? You know what I mean?
Exactly. You could tell right away that, like, the camera handling of the direction was very fucking low T compared to the rest of the movie.
It was.
See, right now we know what's going on. This is our fucking boy, fucking Steinman, baby.
Yeah, he does even a sleazy, like as sleazy as the commentary is. I don't think we can out-top Danny Steinman because he tells you every girl in the cast if they would take their clothes off or not and how much he had to argue with them.
Exactly. Fucking Steinman. And Steinman, for anybody that doesn't know, he did fucking one of the greatest slasher films ever made. People hated it for a while, but it got its resurgence. And look at them tits, baby. But finishing my Danny Steinman, like, he did a fucking Friday 13 Part 5, which is a great film.
And then
the best jugs in the series with fucking Pam, W.C. Voorhees is her name.
Oh, yeah. Ironic that they got somebody with the last name as Jason to be in the movie.
Mm-hmm. And Danny Steinman himself, he's a fucking amazing fucking well-hung Chad. Very tight circumcision on this guy. He was tight. His circumcision is so tight, like a razor-sharp precision on that circumcision. And you don't, like, you fucking do, like, he's the guy that just comes in, fucking smacks you with his fucking amazing directing, cinematography, fucking acting, or fucking directing, and everything. Like, you just want, like, you don't even know what just hit you.
Yeah. And we got to talk about the gang here. They're all very old, but the leader of the gang, I forget all their names, but the leader of the gang, the guy with kind of like the longer hair, like, he's got a thing where he's always, like, smoking a cigarette and then, like, after 2 drags, throwing it away.
Exactly. You look the best when you're fucking lighting it up at first.
But then after he's taking a drag. Now, I gotta say, like this movie blew me away when I was watching it the other day because, like, it starts out with this scene of the girl gang walking up and down Hollywood Boulevard. And, like, I never knew that, like, Linda Blair had such a superhero physique.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You said it blew you away. Like, as soon as you said that, I was almost going to interrupt and say, don't say blow. Yeah. I got to keep my fucking mind off that while we're edging through this movie.
Yeah, it's a funny thing. The Army surplus store has crossbows. What army uses crossbows?
Something tells me that was like foreshadowing or something.
Yeah.
Seeing that crossbow.
I really like the girl gang, though. Is like, I mean, some of them are kind of in the background, but I like this girl in the black hair.
Yeah, did you see on the back of the Blu-ray case it says Linda Blair is the leader of the Satins. I don't think I ever noticed that's the name of their gang.
I was gonna say because you never see the back of their jackets. The only time they really wear the jackets is in the nightclub scene, and like the one girl's getting grabbed, and you kind of see it. And I thought it said Satans, and I was like, the Satans. And then, like, when Danny Steinman was doing the commentary, he didn't even know the name. Like, he's like, what's it say on the jacket? What's the gang called? The Sharks? Okay, yeah, the Sharks.
Fucking Chad. That jawline on that Danny Steinman, he could just, like, fucking crush me with that jawline. Like the fucking, the fucking butt of a hammer just fucking crushes the nail into the fucking, amazing.
Speaking of jawlines, that long profile shot they hit of Linda Blair, she's got a Stacy jawline. It's perfect.
Stacy. She is a fucking Stacy.
Yeah.
That's what they should have been called, the fucking Stacys.
Yeah, the Hollywood Stacys.
And then the fucking Scars. Oh, was that a fucking young our boy there, Keanu Reeves?
It looked like it.
Nice. Exactly. He didn't have the patchy beard, though. That's how you know. Yeah. Fucking imposter.
This scene with the gang driving around like yelling at everybody, it reminded me at the beginning of New Year's Eve how them punks were driving around yelling at everybody.
Exactly. And they're fucking walking on the star shit. What's that called? The Walk of Fame?
Yeah, the Walk of Fame. That thing goes on forever. I have to say, when I see these like Hollywood movies, I get nostalgic because like I miss the days when like movie theaters like were just like they showed a movie, you know what I mean? And then like the people would line up and it would always be like a big crowd. Like these old style movie theaters that just had like one or two screens, they all, went bye. I miss that era. I think that's a lot cooler than going to see a movie at a fucking shopping mall.
Yeah, there is like I remember the first time going to see like a movie at a big mega play. It was like, whoa, this is mind blowing, man. All these movies. But like, yeah, it does kind of take away the intimacy of it.
Yeah, because like when I was a kid, we had a neighborhood theater within walking distance of my house, and it was originally a giant one screen, and then they did that thing where they did a lot of them where they split it down the middle, turned it into two screens. But it was awesome because like all your friends would be there. Like this is like a big thing. Like around the time it got to like Police Academy 4 and 5, and like they were rated PG for kids. Like we would go on Friday night with like our friends to go see it, and then like everybody you knew from school, all the girls, everything, everybody was in the line together to buy tickets and go see a Police Academy movie. And like you really don't get that when there's 20 theaters and like everybody's coming in at different times and stuff. You really don't get to like run into your friends and shit like that.
Very fucking low T on the movie theater's part.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a fun fact. Sherry Curry was originally cast as Brenda. Did you know that?
I didn't know that, but that's pretty donk.
It is. Fucking, they should have just moved her around, and the cast had her still in the movie.
Yeah, because there's like, she's in a bunch of other movies, and like she's even in, I want to say it's Twilight Zone, the movie, like literally in one shot. She plays a girl with like makeup on her face where she can't talk. She's like paralyzed.
No mouth, yeah.
No mouth, yeah.
This scene right here where they fucking mac on this guy's like high school girlfriend, it's always funny because it's like she's supposed to be in high school. Aren't they like, well, what actually like are they supposed to be in high school or no? Because they just show up.
You know, they never say it, and even Danny Steinman was kind of confused or whatever, but like the way I took it is the little pipsqueak guy that they let hang out with them, I think he's in high school.
Yeah.
And then they just kind of like show up to sell drugs around the school, you know what I mean?
Very fucking Chad, as you do.
Yeah. But this guy
Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
This guy they're beating up, he's in school though, because they go and confront him at the school. Yeah, Danny Steinman, if you listen to his commentary, he reveals to you why he cast this girl in the movie. I don't know if it's apparent or not.
Exactly. And when they took that fucking top off, I almost blew. But I fucking a stiff finger up the butthole kept me going strong. We're good.
And the thing that's really ironic is this guy that they're beating up, like Steinman said it, and I was like, this can't be real. And I looked it up, it is real. The guy that they're beating up through the whole movie, in real life, he could actually kick the shit out of all of them. That dude was actually a world champion boxer. And he was like, forget what his record was, but he was like, it's like 76-1. And, like, he had, like, out of his 71 fights, he had, like, 65 knockouts. And then, like, he had, like, 2 fights in a row where he got knocked out, and he just retired. I'm like, could you imagine that?
Yeah.
Being that good, a world champion, you gotta retire just because you lost 2 matches in a row. It's crazy.
Hell yeah. That girl in the red kind of looks like, what's that porn star's name? She's, like, newer. I don't remember. I'm going to have to fucking... Yeah, I might have to do some research.
You might want to narrow that down a little bit.
Yeah,
there's only about 50,000 of them.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that you were just noticing it too, and you'd be like, I fucking know. Right. I was just thinking the same thing.
Linda Blair reminds me a little bit of Siri in this movie.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that fucking the Siri porn star.
Yeah.
At first I was like, oh fucking Siri, who's that again? And that's that AI. And then I remembered. I remember them big ass jugs. Yeah,
Siri came back with a bunch of bad tattoos, unfortunately, at some point. I was really disappointed with that.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, did she have like a unicorn on her armpit?
Yeah, it was like it was like insanely bad.
Fucking oh well. I'll still jag off.
You're doing it right now. Well, that scene where the girls were watching the guys do the drug deal with the biker who drove up on the bike, that's the first bit of foreshadowing about what this gang's real intentions are. Because you notice when they finished doing the drug deal, the main guy from the gang, he kissed the biker right on the mouth.
Exactly. As you do.
We're done dealing drugs.
Very touchy-feely, this fucking, this little clique they got going.
Yeah. You see your friends dealing drugs, you kiss them.
Mm-hmm. You gotta let them know where you stand. If you're the one getting kissed, you're the beta. You gotta do the kissing. You gotta kiss them before they kiss you.
Yeah.
On the hierarchy, it's how you set it up.
So the girl gang just stole the guy gang car to fuck with them because they pulled up earlier and being all rude. They almost ran Linnea Quigley over. So, like, they stole their car and then they filled it full of trash. So that's actually going to be a very bad mood for Linnea Quigley in the future, ain't it?
Exactly. It does. That's not good. They go savage on her, and then they get the savage done back even more, baby. Because the streets are savage.
You know what's a very comparable movie to this? Like, very similar in storyline. It came out, like, I can't remember the exact same years, but, like, I think it came out maybe 2 years before this. You ever see Class in 1984?
I love that movie.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
Yeah, like the gang comes and like you think the gang is just a bunch of like bullshitters or whatever, but eventually the gang comes and rapes the teacher's wife.
Exactly. They are the future.
Yeah, the future belongs to them.
This scene, baby.
Yeah.
Fucking. What is this they're doing?
Yeah, they're doing jumping tits, I think it's called.
Exactly. It's like there's a word like is it fucking aerobics or something? Aerobicize it. I don't fucking know.
I really
but my dick is happy.
Yeah, there you go. I really like that girl that kind of looked like Gina Gershon that had the headphones on and she was like dancing. Like I thought they were like I was hoping to get more character development, but like that's the last time you really see her doing anything of note in the movie.
Yeah, now look, the leader of the Scars. He's got no qualms about grabbing you by the cock.
Yeah, he like this is how he intimidates the guy they wants more. And like the guy sold drugs for him, and he's got the money. He's going to give him the money, but like they just want to harass him. It seems like molest his girlfriend, grab him in the dick, like everything.
Exactly. Fucking Vernon walking up all sweaty. He's getting ready to say the big classic line people remember from this movie that he says.
Yeah, when I first watched this, because I wasn't like paying attention, I didn't catch all the innuendos coming from the gang. I didn't really understand why he just automatically called them a gay slur. But if you look in the context of the movie, the fact that he caught them grabbing one of his students' penises, like it, I know that people say, "Oh, you can't like whatever call people by these names." It's so incorrect. But is it incorrect when they're grabbing a guy's penis against his will?
Exactly.
Maybe that's the only time where it's justified.
If anything, that's probably what they originally called their gang.
Yeah.
That would be the fucking most alpha move to go by.
Yeah.
And then if they're still around, they probably do change their name to that because it's like you can't even call him by it. You get fucking you get stern talking to. He's got fucking razor blades on his ears and shit.
Yeah, I was wondering about that, if it cut him, like, when it swinged around. Because it looks like he just put a razor blade on with, like a, what do you call it, a paper clip or something.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the real Chad of the school. He's like an athlete. We don't know what sport, but
exactly.
He's always strolling around looking at girls.
He's got the fucking, Letterman jacket on. Yeah. He's got a nice fucking tight circumcision. Yeah. Fucking with that bulge. Fucking just chatting around. Fucking trying to get all of them Stacy's wet, baby.
Yeah. And, like, it's so funny because, like, he's supposed to be, like, the boyfriend of this girl, but the cheerleader girl, but then he's always hitting on Linda Blair.
Like, as you do.
Here he comes right after. He was looking at the cheerleading squad. Now he's coming in to just leer at the girls' gym class.
He's and Linda Blair is just fucking she's so like she has no fucking desire. Like he's what the kids call a simp. He's a Linda Blair simp, and she's just like, oh, that fucking simp, what a bitch. And he's got stuffing in his fucking crotch. I never noticed that.
Yeah, he's got like a boner coming out through a handkerchief.
Amazing.
Like, why do you stuff a dinner napkin in his pants like that?
I think that's really a Chad move though, because that absorbs all your cummies if you fucking you blow without wanting to.
Exactly. But he's a real diamond hands trying to hold on to every single girl in the school.
Exactly. Fucking he's got paper hand energy though.
He does.
Fucking beta. Apparently that guy right there with the like the blonde hair that's really weird with the eye makeup.
Yeah.
Apparently, like I remember, it's been a while since I listened to the commentary with our boy Steinman, fucking Chad. But like I remember him saying that like that guy was really weird. Like
yeah, he said it was creepy off camera.
Yeah, like fucking one of those like I think he's just playing himself. I don't think he's acting.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Which is weird because out of all of them, he seems like the one out of those four guys. He seems like the one that actually seems like more like a professional actor. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm,
like he looks like the guy who just like ruffled his hair up and put the eye makeup on for the role, where everybody else looks like real true scumbags.
Exactly. What if it was all like a thing? He was just really into the role. He never broke character, and fucking even Steinman didn't know it. Like didn't realize that was going on.
Next thing you know, he spent 20 years in jail for rape just because he got too into his character.
Exactly. What do you think about those people that take a role super seriously? Like I've heard a bunch of actors that I like really respect kind of like poo-poo it. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, we're all actors here. Just fucking show up, play the character, and then stop.
The thing is like, I kind of get it for certain roles. Especially like if you're doing a role where like you have to put on like a certain voice, like you know what I mean, or an accent or something. Like you don't want to in between every takes then just start talking in your regular voice and all that. Like I think the only thing is like if draw the line maybe if like you start being rude to everybody else. But I don't mind the people so much who they say like, oh, so and so is playing the bad guy, so he stayed away from us. I think that's actually smart. Like if you need the other actors to like be afraid of you or like hate you supposedly, like it. I think it does help the project if you just like you don't have to be like rude and mean, but if you just keep your distance while you're filming,
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Here's another fun fact. Brink Stevens auditioned for the role of Heather, the sister, alongside good friend Linnea Quigley, who ended up getting the role instead. And fucking like Brink actually drove Linnea to the audition. You think she was like, that fucking bitch, she outstaceyed me.
I think she probably said that until she saw what the role was, and then she's like, oh, you can have it, Linnea.
Exactly. Fucking Linnea. But girl.
Yeah, but Brink did get a role in this. We'll try to show her later.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, she's very much in the background.
Fucking seeing Linnea and our girl Linda, it's getting hard, man.
Oh,
and we can't do it. We can't do it with no early birds. We can't blow soon. We gotta fucking stick to the schedule, baby.
Well, yeah, it's going to get really tough right now.
Exactly.
No, I gotta say, because there's like, oh, got a shower or whatever. I thought this was Linda Blair at first.
Exactly. Look at them breasts.
But it's like they do the longest slow like Transformers-esque pan up shot of a naked woman to hit, and she's not even a character in the movie. See, I think that's Brink with the towel on her head right there. That looks like her.
It might be, yeah.
Because I looked for her, and that was the only person that looked like her. And then later when the fight's going on, then you can see her. She's in the background, and you can see her, like, her totally topless and stuff, but it's only for, like, a split second.
Fucking our boy Steinman knows how to make a fucking film.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, did you notice, like, when that chick that started the scene, when she was soaping up her titties and stuff, she got a look on her face like, is he still filming? Like... Did he not cut away yet? And it's like, exactly. Did we
need a crane shot for this?
Exactly.
Did it have to be 8 minutes long?
Very Chad. Very Chad.
Yeah, you don't see Christopher Nolan doing shots as good as that in his movies.
Hmm. Oh, yeah. I remember the name of that chick. I didn't really remember. I just looked it up real quick. Her name was Riley Reid, the porn star.
Oh, yeah. I've heard that name, and I've looked it up because I heard so many people talk about it, but I always forget, like, exactly who she is.
She's a fucking bub.
I'm sure.
Very Chad, very Stacy, if you will.
I gotta say, like, the thing that's funny is, like, as exploitive as this movie is, like, the parts where they actually, like, want to tell a story, like, it's actually well done because, like, Steinman, like, this part, like, it gets, like, you know something bad's going to happen. I mean, I knew just because I always heard about the reputation of this movie, but this, like, this scene where Linnea is kind of just, like, hanging out in the gym by herself, and it's, like, quiet, like, it almost reminds you of, like, the movie Carrie or something. It has, like, that weird dream-like quality where, like, you just know something bad is going to happen at any time.
It does, yeah. And it's weird that this is like the only movie. Well, I don't know if it's the only one, but like whenever you already know, Linnea Quigley, and she's big as a scream queen and stuff. When you go back and watch this, and you notice the scene where it's like, oh wow, I didn't know. Like I remember when I watched this, I was like, I had no idea Linnea Quigley had the fucking implants, and it's shocking because it's like when you see it, it's like, yeah, it definitely seems like they're trying to portray her as like being like super young, high school, and then you see it, it's like it gives it an even more like unsettling feeling because it's like now it really feels like she's just like, oh wow, this is like, yeah, she's like way younger than them and shit like that. This is a younger Linnea. We never seen this before. Fucking weird. But apparently, like, I wonder if like this is the movie. Like, she got the paycheck. She was like, I'm getting some fat ass titties.
Well, you know what's weird is I saw her. I'm trying to think of because I watched so much shit with her lately for the Scream Queens episode. But it's like one of the Blu-rays has like some behind the scenes shit or something where she's talking about like her early movies, and they show clips. And like her first movie was this like horror movie where she's in this bar and this guy like pretty much rips her clothes off and he pours beer all over her and stuff. And like she had like a more voluptuous body and like she had pretty large chest. But she was like more filled out overall. Like she's really unrecognizable. Like personally, personally, I think
yeah.
But then
super skinny in this movie.
Yeah, like for this was like in the like late 70s, maybe really early 80s, and by the time she got to like 83, 84, she got insanely skinny and she lost her boobs. That's why she had to get the implants.
Exactly. And it might just be like the way they're shown too, because she's like laying like kind of an awkward angle and stuff.
Yeah.
This part's creepy.
Yeah,
when he starts fucking putting the sex in the windows.
He's hitting on her, and she actually likes it, and it's just kind of like I know their intention was to rape her to get even or get revenge or whatever, but it seems like he could have just had regular sex with her.
Oh yeah,
but
Linnea was down.
Yeah. See, she's laughing when she's doing it.
Exactly. Linnea, she's a bab.
Yeah. But you know what's funny is like I love the scene too where the cheerleader girl gets in Linda Blair's face. Mm-hmm. And Linda Blair just basically like, sorry, I got something to do. I can't kick your ass. And then they get into a girl fight. Like, I think Linda Blair's outfits in this movie are like, no kidding, like some of the best like female costuming I've ever seen. Because she always looks pretty and hot and everything. But she's got like almost like a weird like masculine edge to her to like show she's a tough chick, like the leader of a gang. You know what I mean?
Exactly. She's gonna lay you out and fuck you, baby.
Exactly. Because, like, honestly, like, I don't know why. It's, like, just because I haven't, like, I've seen, like, Hell Night a long time ago and stuff, but, like, I didn't realize how good, like, I knew she was awesome as a kid in The Exorcist because I've seen that, like, 100 times, but, like, I didn't realize she was, like, this good of an actress at the time. Like, I kind of, like, she deserved to be doing something better than these B movies, in all honesty, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And those fucking those fingerless leather gloves.
Oh yeah.
Who actually has fingerless leather gloves other than a badass?
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure if you try to buy that shit and you're a pussy, they'll come out and beat the shit out of you before you can actually take them out to your car and have them. Exactly.
So especially female-sized ones.
Exactly. Johnny Steele, fucking from the Critters, he had the fingerless gloves.
The Power of the Night. Wasn't that his song? The Power of the Night.
Exactly. That song played like 8 times in that movie.
I know. Because everybody had to always see him on MTV or whatever to know who he was.
That's how powerful the night is. It plays every fucking night, all the time.
It's the power of the night.
Streets are burning. Streets are savage.
Yeah. I always thought Johnny, whatever his name is, I always thought when I was a kid and watched that movie, I always thought he was supposed to look like Mick Jagger.
Yeah, probably what they were going for.
No, Linnea can't escape the gym. Like, this is a good long shot here where she runs all the way into this door, and then the guy's standing there.
Mm-hmm. This is where it all fucking comes crashing down. They take her innocence. Yeah. And for anybody that didn't know, this is a rape revenge movie.
Yeah.
Well, some of my favorite, I always love revenge movies. Like, I love the simplicity of just kind of a good old fashioned revenge story. But then, like, the rape revenge stories, like, they're always like, yeah, they have a special place. Like, the extra sleaziness, exploited kind of feel to it.
They give you, like, it's weird. It's like that thing of, like, if you kill a person in a movie, it's not that big of a deal. But if you kill a dog, you get everybody angry. Same thing. Like, if you kill a person for a revenge movie, it's like, okay, I can kind of buy it. But if you rape somebody in a revenge movie, then you're like, okay, I really get why you want to kill everybody now because there was a rape, you know?
Exactly. You ever see that movie Teeth?
No.
The movie about the chick with the vagina teeth.
I know about it.
I always thought, yeah, they needed to make a sequel and make it a rape revenge movie where it's the only rape revenge movie where they get the revenge as they're being raped. Mm-hmm. It'd be short, but it'd be fucking donk.
You ever notice these two other girls fighting in the background of the shower for no reason?
Exactly.
Steinman even said, like, he didn't know why, because they're completely naked fighting, but he said they were a stunt woman and he couldn't stop them from fighting. They just kept beating each other up.
Exactly.
They're pretty good looking for stunt women, in all honesty.
Hell yeah. Fucking, it's just like, hey, well, we need some more shit to fill out the scene. Some people fight in the background.
And the fight's funny between Linda Blair and her, because, like, they spent half the fight just going around and around the little shower pole, trying to get at each other.
Exactly. You think that fucking PE teacher's secretly like, this is fucking hot?
Of course, she's a female PE teacher. She liked it.
Exactly. See, there you go. That might be one of the reasons. Like, she's laying on her back with her arms stretched out. That always makes your boobies look smaller.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she had zero body fat, so, I mean...
Exactly.
If she was, like, leaning over or something, you'd see more. Because when the guy... I was surprised, like, she looks, like, completely flat, but when the guy grabs her, there's something there to grab.
Oh, yes.
By the way, sorry if anybody stumbled into this and is highly offended, but we are watching Savage Streets. Keep that in mind.
Exactly. We are doing the commentary. We gotta fucking keep it sleazy. This is the first commentary. You gotta fucking lay on that. You can't fucking pussyfoot around that shit.
In that one shot where the guy was like all like excited or whatever, with the guy with the bandana on his head, the red bandana, I just realized for the first time how much that guy looks like Vince McMahon. From WWF.
Oh yes. Oh no, this fucking scene it can be hard to watch, babe.
Yeah. Especially with the nerd guy. And see, here's the thing is you gotta keep in mind with the story later is the nerd guy, like he did enjoy it even though he's sorry later.
Exactly.
Like if you watch him, yeah. When he thrust in. Now this is one of the best scenes here where she's trying to smoke in the principal's office.
Exactly. I would just let her.
I would too. I mean, why not?
What the fuck you gonna tell Linda Blair not to smoke? She's gonna fucking beat your ass with those fucking fingerless gloves.
Well, it's funny too because the cheerleader girls, like, I thought it was funny. She's all crying here when she's the one that fucking started the fight. Like,
it's actually a good touch because that kind of is how it happened. Like the goody good one that like doesn't go to the principal's office is always like extra fucking scared.
Yeah.
Worried that they're gonna get fucking in trouble.
It's like, well, you're the one who wanted the fight so bad, because it's like Linda Blair. She even told her like I wouldn't fuck your boyfriend or whatever for anything. So I mean,
he was the last dick on earth. That would fucking crush me if Linda Blair said that about me.
Yeah.
Cause like, oh fuck, especially like back in the 80s when she looked this good, it's like I wouldn't fuck Zach if he was the last dick on earth. That would fucking I would probably get blackpilled right then and just fucking exactly, just fucking completely just shut down, become an incel.
I thought it was interesting. I never knew around the time this movie was made that Linda Blair had a sizzling public romance with Rick James.
Exactly, the super freak himself.
Yeah. No, so here's where you know it goes really deep because they're arguing over who gets to rape Linnea first or next, or who goes second or third or where the fuck.
Exactly.
And the two main guys of the gang, they grab each other and they kiss and then they laugh. So it's like,
That's how they assert their dominance. Like they decide who's going to get to next,
kiss.
basically. And they started laughing. It's like, okay, I guess it is your turn.
But I've never seen a movie like this where the evil gang was like so, aggressively homosexual. You know what I mean?
I know. It's like they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Like, what if they just went to like just any random gay bar and like, these guys are wearing leather, they look badass. Let's get them. And then they just showed up and started kissing each other, and they didn't realize they didn't know it was a gay bar. Maybe they were just like, why are these guys doing? Like, I guess this is like a total fucking high tea fucking dominance thing. It's really Chad, if you ask me.
Yeah, and here's the thing. They hear somebody coming, so they all run out. And then the leader of the gang, he kicks Linnea in the face and is supposed to, almost kill her.
Fucking asshole.
And, you're supposed to, spend the rest of the movie wondering if she'll survive or not. And it's like, yeah, she got kicked in the face and whatever. But originally, Danny Simon said she got kicked 3 times in the face, and the producers wanted to tone it down,
Fucking producers always fucking ruining the film.
I'm not gonna lie, just because it was so gross that she was getting raped on the floor next to some urinals and shit. I kind of feel bad, they had to film that.
Yeah, it probably didn't need 3 hits. It already feels fucking scummy and on the floor, fucking urinals. You know how many guys just pissed all over that floor?
I was thinking that too recently when I watched Sorority Babes and Slimeball Ballerama. There's a scene with Linnea and this other guy, and they're hiding from the demons or whatever in the bathroom. They're sitting down on the floor next to the urinals. It's because they filmed it in a bowling alley after hours after they closed. You're telling me the 10 minutes in between the bowling alley closed and you came in to film that floor was cleaned really well. You were sitting and pissed the whole night.
That's a fun movie too.
Yeah.
You ever see the trailer for that movie where there's a different voice actor doing the...
Yeah, it's completely different for the imp, yeah.
Really weird, yeah. It's like stumbling into an alternate universe or something.
Yeah, and I always thought it was weird in this movie, though, the way they find Linnea, because Linnea gets raped in the boys' bathroom, but... Because the one girl, I think it's the Hispanic girl in the gang, she had to go pee. She finds her in there. How would she find her and totally passed out in the boys' bathroom? Does she just like to go piss in the boys' bathroom for some reason?
Exactly. Oh, also in the fucking slime ball, the fucking dude that wants to have sex with Michelle Bauer, so he wishes that she would be hot for him, and then he spends the next hour and a half not having sex with Michelle Bauer, even though she's all over him. What the fuck is wrong with that kid?
Literally. And on the commentary for that or something on that, they were saying that the guy, they wanted him to wear, the jockey shorts, the tighty whities. And he's like, no, I can't do it. I got to wear boxer shorts. It's how much better it would have felt filming that scene in tighty whities instead of boxer shorts?
Exactly. That's why he didn't want to blow his fucking nose. Yeah. And fucking embarrass himself like fucking Jim from American Pie. What one of us are going to be if we don't fucking make it to the scene coming up. I
know. It's kind of a boner killer watching that 20-minute rape,
But it was just what we needed to keep us going.
That's true. Speaking of edging, I was watching a video today of do you know the guy that reviews movies on YouTube called Jeremy Johns?
I don't.
Yeah, he's one of the top reviewers. I say he's probably one of the top 3 reviewers. And he was reviewing the Super Bowl commercial for a Marvel show. And he was saying, oh, I hope they make these shows at least an hour long. He's like, because I hate it when the shows are only a half hour every week. It feels like they just keep edging you all the time.
Oh, look, fucking Bryan Adams with some fucking glam makeup on playing the drums there.
Yeah, what was the guy? He had a little lightning bolt on his cheek or something.
Very fucking alpha. So these guys don't leave your fucking your lady around. These guys, they'll fucking steal that shit.
Yeah. Now this
is fucking just dripping. Can't stay away from them.
This is a scene Danny Steinman said makes no sense, and I kind of agree with them that when Linnea's in the whatever hospital almost dying, they go to celebrate at a teen dance club, and Linda Blair has this really heartfelt scene where she's crying and talking about, I don't know if I can live if my sister dies and all this stuff. And like Danny Simon said, like, yeah, he's like, I never wanted this in the movie. He's like, but the producers insisted we have some stupid nightclub with people dancing. Because story wise, it makes no sense.
I guess you could like justify it by saying they're trying to like stay positive and just get their mind off of it, maybe.
But then the extra layer of weirdness is that like the mom comes to like the teen dance club to like sit around with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like is that the mom or is it like just some?
Yeah, it's the mom. Yeah.
Yeah, I never really picked up on like if she like maybe she works for the school or she's like some kind of guidance counselor or something.
Yeah, she just kind of like pops up throughout the movie, I think, because like later there's like a weird scene where she answers the phone with a towel on her head, like she gets out of the shower or something.
That's the fucking Stacy move.
This is my favorite part of the Steinman commentary where he's like, what was this scene for? He's like, oh, I guess just to establish that location. So they really did this shot just to show that they hung out at a warehouse.
Yeah. As you do, especially when you're in the scars, baby.
I know.
You just hang out in that warehouse. You can fucking kiss on your compatriots all you want. No one knows.
All your boyfriends, nobody will know you're in the... It's like a fabric warehouse?
Hell yes. Fucking there's nothing that more manly than fucking sewing some fucking nice costumes together. Fucking you sew them together for your drag queen. Fucking
yeah.
So all that shit. That's fucking manly as fuck. Just kiss all your boyfriends and fucking just sew some shit. It's awesome. These guys are fucking they're a whole new fucking level of manly.
Yeah, I know. Because I always wonder how like the rapist guys, get it up for a rape. Like, A, you're raping somebody, and B, you would think like anybody could walk in at any time, catch you, go to jail for like 20 years, whatever. But yeah, they get it done, and I think these guys, the key to them is when they're raping girls, they can do it because they always have one of their hot boyfriends nearby.
Exactly. I was just like literally like, what is more manly than two men having sex? Like fucking, that's double the testosterone.
Yeah.
Fucking that is man. That is everything.
Because when a man and a woman have sex, that's just one person having testosterone. So in
that's
a way,
just half manly.
Yeah, it's half testosterone. So that's low T. Two men together, that's very high T.
Exactly. Especially if they're big bears with fucking leather and shit. That's very high T.
Yeah, I wonder if the leather thing is like a thing that was really ever popular, or if just like Hollywood movies did it to like be funny.
Yeah, it must have been because apparently, what's his name? That really does look like that Riley Reid girl. She's like, I remember I was like, oh, she looks like the fucking. You ever watch The Office?
No.
Well, like, or that newer show, the Kimmy girl.
Kimmy?
What's that show? It's like I forgot what it's called, but it's like a girl who was in a cult. It's like a doomsday cult. She gets rescued.
Oh yeah,
it's like
the one that like wears the lipstick and shit.
It's like a sitcom. I forget what like she was in The Office. Like she kind of reminded me of her too.
Yeah, Riley Reid does look like she belongs in this movie. I'm looking at her now. Yeah, that's who I kind of thought it was.
Oh yeah.
She looks like in her movies though. Riley Reid looks like she plays more like the Linnea role from this film.
Hell yes. She got a hairy bush too.
Does she? That's her trademark.
Very 70s.
Yeah.
What was I saying though before I got fucking sidetracked on the Riley Reid thing?
I'm not sure.
Oh yeah. Doesn't matter.
Before that, we were just talking about having very high T.
Very high T, yes. As we do, like this commentary.
Yeah. Who else could pull this off?
Nobody.
Man, they hound this guy to the ends of the earth. They couldn't even wait for him to get back to school the next day to ask him for the money.
Yeah, is this all the same guy?
Yeah. It's the same guy like 3 times throughout the movie. They grabbed his dick, everything, and like he handed him a wad of money, and I swear to God, it just looked like it was like 3 $20 bills. So they literally grabbed this guy's dick over $60.
Exactly. He probably paid them to grab his dick, actually.
I mean, he could have.
I guess that's what he was doing either way. But like, yeah, fucking.
Oh,
Just keep giving him money
I think
for
we
it.
was talking about leather, because like,
Oh yeah, yeah. Like that was I remember Judas Priest, our boy.
yeah,
Whenever
Hellbent.
yeah, when he started doing the leather thing, that was like, oh yeah, it was common, kind of like where I hung out. So it must have been going on at least some places.
Because it was funny, because you always saw like leather in movies, like guys wearing leather like that, like in real serious movies, like Cruising, or you saw it like in Police Academy and like Nightmare on Elm Street 2 or whatever. And like, because I know everybody claims that like Nightmare on Elm Street 2 is like a super gay movie and all this kind of thing. But like, if you look at the leather bar scene, there's actually men and women in there wearing leather. So that was just like a leather bar. It wasn't even gay leather. It was just leather.
See, I love fucking Nightmare on Elm Street too.
I do. I like it's one of my favorites. Like it's in the top 3 for me.
Exactly. To me, that's when like that's Freddy at his creepiest. To me,
Exactly. I really love it too, because like for some reason like I didn't see the first one in theaters, and like I saw it on HBO, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. And then like from part 2 on, I saw every Freddy movie in the theater except the remake. I waited for video on that, but
fucking Chad, like you always out Chad me.
yeah.
And I feel emasculated. I almost just lost my boner during this commentary.
No, pretty much the gang sits here, and any girl that walks by, they grab them and pull her down on their laps. And this one guy was like complaining about the girl's chest wasn't very big. You think he would like it being smaller?
Fucking exactly. This chick she's a babe though. All boobs is good boobs.
Yeah.
The 80s hair though, those mullets that the chicks had.
Oh, I love them. Oh, they're best.
Exactly.
I like how like fluffy they are.
Mm-hmm.
Like the one nerdy guy in the gang, like the pipsqueak guy, like on the commentary they were saying he had the Al Pacino vibe, and like I kind of agree with that, especially here with the leather on. Like he kind of reminds me, like I almost think like they were like paying tribute with this to the movie Cruising.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you think about it, what's Cruising about? Al Pacino's a cop who has to wear leather jacket to go to a bar and be around like gay men having sex all the time. And this guy gets in the gang, he gets a leather jacket, and he's around a gang that's having sex all the time.
Yeah, I wonder why they picked leather. It's like maybe that was to throw people off or something. Because that was back whenever you had to fucking like hide it. He couldn't really come out.
The way I always kind of seen it was like when they would dress up in the leather, it was like, because it was always like very theatrical leather, like lots of studs and things. You know, it wasn't just like a leather jacket that a guy would wear or whatever. I think it was more like to be literally just very high tea and be like overly masculine. You know what I mean?
Very Chad. Yeah. Exactly. Fucking Bryan Adams drumming away again.
Yeah, and like these two just like random guys were trying to like help that girl out because they were all like molesting her and stuff. And like, yeah, they beat everybody up, and it's like he really gets like the gang, like they really get away with their shit. Like people let them get away with it, but then they always got to push it too far. Like they groped the waitress, she was fine with it. They groped this girl, she was like, "Okay, guys, you had your fun. Now let me go." And they're like, "No." Like, what was their plan? Just to hold that girl hostage all night long? You know what I mean? Like,
fuckers.
Like they literally passed her around the table and everybody groped her, and like she was fine with it, but you know they had to keep the shit going.
Exactly. And then they fucking they act offended when she retaliates. They're gonna get
like, oh, she cut my face with a knife.
Yeah,
it's like you were threatening to slit her throat after you all just like put your hands up her crotch and chest.
This is one of the best sex ed scenes in cinema history, probably.
Yeah. Danny Steinman even got the teacher to be a hot lady too. That's interesting.
Exactly. Fucking what a Chad.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Danny.
Yeah.
Did you ever see his other movie? I've still never seen The Unborn or what's it called?
Unseen. Yeah.
Unseen. Yeah.
I think it's a horror movie, right?
I've heard him shit on it though. That it was basically like interfered with by everybody involved. It wasn't really his movie.
Well, for people who don't know, he made like 4 movies where he was credited as director. He made a porno called High Rise. Then he made The Unseen, Then he made Savage Streets, then Friday the 13th Part 5. And on the commentary, the guy asked him, like, oh, you know, what was your favorite movie that you think was the best movie you made? And he said, actually, the porno was the best.
Exactly.
Because I guess with this movie, he didn't really like it because when they did the commentary, it was the first time he saw the finished movie.
Fucking Chad.
Because they went and like reshot like that stupid scene of the guy changing his clothes, and like all the songs I guess that they added in, like he didn't do that part of the movie or whatever.
Did you see that special feature where he basically admits that he agreed to do this movie because he wanted to have sex with Linda Blair?
No.
I think he says that in one of the special features.
I'll have to check it out. Because on the commentary, he kept saying, like, he just signed on. Because, like, literally, he signed on to direct this movie, like, the day before they started shooting. Because they fired the original director for some reason. And, like, yeah, he just heard Linda Blair. And he was like, yeah, I was going to do the movie no matter what. But now I know why.
Exactly. This was after, I think this is the movie she did right after Roller Boogie. You ever watch Roller Boogie?
No, but I want to see it.
I saw it one time. I was like, why ain't I seeing Linda Blair's boobies in this movie?
Because it was
then I realized, oh, it's rated PG. That's why.
Yeah, you got to go to Savage Streets.
Exactly. We talked over the part, though, where he's like, disco sucks.
Yeah.
Rock is dead. Or Puck is dead. Give me rock. Or give me head.
Yeah, man.
And she actually writes it on the board.
I know.
What a teacher. What a fucking king.
And then she makes this other girl explain what giving head means.
So fucking sexy. You think fucking Danny Steinman's recording this? It's like, oh yeah, someday somebody's gonna do a commentary to this movie, and they're gonna be fucking, they're gonna be edging and shit.
It probably would have been his greatest achievement to him. Now, I want to know what this kid is with the bandana around their throat back there with the shaggy hair. I could never tell if that was a boy or a girl.
He looks like a kid that like was fucking like like a little kid that I remember was my mom I remember like back in high school my mom was like there's this little fucking I think that's she's got a purse
Is like a girl,
yeah, there was this little kid who had like the same haircut, looked the same. It was a little dude, and like fucking my mom was like, yeah, this fucking kid, like we saw him at the video store. She's like, he's been giving me shit, like because I had to kick him out for like trying to shoplift. Mm-hmm. Now he like gives me shit every time he sees me out and about. So like she was like, he said something to me while we were taking the movies back, and fucking I was like, little fuck, fucking with my mom's. What a little fuck.
Should have stomped his fucking head. I like how the teacher tells Linda Blair, like, stay after, I want to talk to you, and she just lights a cigarette up in the classroom.
Amazing. That's what you do.
And the teacher's trying to be like, I'm sorry everything that happened to your sister. And Linda Blair's like, so fucking what? It's none of your business.
Exactly. What if this turned into a fucking porn? And she was like, oh, thanks for staying after class. You want to help me do this or fucking all those boards, fucking.
I'm sure Steinman would have liked that.
Exactly. Look at that picture he's got. Is that a penis in between those titties?
Yeah, it is.
I never noticed that.
There's also like look when they show like the close up. See the girl with the giant tongue? Like that's weird.
Yeah. And
there's a cartoon of an eagle holding a pair of testicles in its mouth.
That's funny. I never noticed. That's a dog. Our boy, fucking Danny. Almost made me lose this commentary.
I like too that like the whole class is just dancing around before the teacher comes.
Fucking doing that jig on the desk, amazing.
Yeah. Yes. They got a boombox. Everybody's dancing with the plastic skeleton,
shaking the butt.
There's that chick with the bandana around her neck that looks like a boy.
It's fucking dancing around with a skeleton. Amazing.
I know.
Why didn't I do this shit in school? This is very Chad.
Yeah. This would be the reason to go to school.
Mm-hmm. Here's another fun fact. Arrow Video released the movie on DVD fully uncut for the first time in the UK in 2011. However, many of the copies were destroyed in a fire at a warehouse during the London riots in the same year. This DVD is now considered rare and is highly sought after by collectors. I have that. I didn't realize it was. Yeah.
That's the one you got, huh?
No, I have. I did have it. I think I still have it. It was like a Region 2, but then Scorpion releasing put out a DVD. And that's the one I'm watching. I wanted to rip the Blu-ray, but like I actually forgot what day it was, and like it started a little later than usual. So like it was gonna take too long, so I put in the DVD and I'm watching that instead. You recognize that guy though?
Yeah.
That's the guy from. He's also. That's amazing. That's a nice fucking. See they
good art.
They drew it with a tight circumcision too.
Very tight. It's almost like a plastic cap on the end of it.
Exactly. Very close attention to detail there.
Yeah.
Very fucking tightly circumcised for Christ. But like, I didn't realize that. That's.
Did you see this guy has a little tiny like Barbie doll sized pair of handcuffs hanging from the back of his leather vest?
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah, you could tell like somebody was like, "Oh yeah, costume designer, make this look punk or something." Yeah. Like, how can I do that? Safety pin inside it.
It looked
little
like
handcuffs.
Yeah, it looked like little handcuffs you put on your dick or something.
Oh hell yes! You'll never get fucking away from whatever you handcuffed to then.
See, this little pipsqueak, he's not sorry now. He's like still kissing the gang's ass.
Exactly. Cloud chaser.
I love how the main gang guy too, like he's like legit like smoker. He has like the green teeth that smokers get.
Exactly. Oh, I was gonna point out that's the guy. He was also in Friday 13th. He's the guy who's like snow flurries up the nose.
Yeah, he's cocaine guy. Kind of looks like Dean Cameron.
Am I remembering right in that he's related to Danny Steinman?
He's not related to Danny Steinman. He's related to the guy who I think was originally going to direct this, but directed other movies.
Oh, right. Yeah. He must be friends with Danny Steinman though, because he's in both those movies. I forget what his name was.
Yeah, I'm blanking, but I knew it like yesterday. It's like something D. Simone, but
D. Simone, yeah.
But yeah, so like they had to refilm this scene because the guy's like really funny, and like Danny Steinman had to do the scene. He was like real funny in it, and then the producer was like, we don't like this, reshoot it, make it normal, blah. But it is a funny scene. Like she starts fighting with this girl, and then like rips her top off or whatever.
Exactly.
Which this girl would not like let it go about Linda Blair stealing her nerd boyfriend. Now here's like the really perplexing thing. Okay, watch this, Zach. She rips the thing off. Her nail totally scratched that girl's boob too, if you notice that. Yeah. But now this girl's topless in front of the whole class. She's mortified, trying to get out of the room, trying to run out of the room. And look, her boyfriend, the Chad athlete, he's laughing and slapping the teacher, going, "Oh, that's so funny. That's your girlfriend, dude."
Exactly. Fucking what?
Did nobody explain to this guy his character's motivation or what?
Exactly. Fucking, and it was the girl he has a crush on. Fucking, just completely, fucking made a mockery of his girlfriend too.
I did like the earlier in the scene though, where he was telling Linda Blair, he's like, "There's something about you. You're dangerous. Anything can happen." Like that is kind of like why you would like a bad girl like Linda Blair's character in this, you know? Oh
yes. Like something tells me this girl was like possessed by the devil or something when she was little or something. Something's weird.
You would think so.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she cured herself. Maybe she stood in front of a church and held a Bible up in one hand.
Hell yes, Chad.
Because that's the most religious thing you can do in life.
Mm-hmm. Fucking this scene coming up. Which one of the friends do they kill coming up?
I think it's this girl with the orange tank top on. Yeah, I liked her too. She had spunk.
She had spunk.
Like not in the close-ups, but when it's like in the group shots, it's hard to tell like this girl and this other girl apart. Like because they kind of like or look the same. They have the same poofy hair.
Mm-hmm. And that's right. She's getting married, so like, and you find out she's pregnant, so they kill a pregnant girl. She's got twice as much reason to get revenge.
If you kill her, you're killing two people. And it's funny too, because then they're like, "Oh yeah, like she's pregnant." Wasn't she the girl in like the beginning opening montage when they're walking around the street that's like chain smoking?
Hell yes.
I thought
Fucking
she
that
was.
kid. That kid's gonna be a water-headed idiot.
He's going to look like Jason Voorhees.
Hell yes. Yeah, I said that to my mom. I was like, I was like, did you smoke when you were pregnant with me? I remember this growing up. And she's like, yeah, I did. We didn't know back then. I was like, you're the reason I'm a water-headed idiot.
Yeah, like I always think it's funny because my mom smoked back in the day too. But like I remember growing, even like when I was growing up in the '80s, you'd always see women like smoking was really a woman's thing in the '80s. Like it's weird, but like almost all women smoked, and like they would get pregnant and they would suddenly quit cold turkey for 9 months, but then they would start smoking as soon as their baby was born again. And I'm like, come on, like you can't fool me. You can't tell me those women really went 9 months cold turkey with no cigarette while they're pregnant, you know?
Exactly. It's like that scene in Dawn of the Dead where she's smoking and you know she's pregnant. It's like, this seems off.
Yeah, it is disturbing. Like, it really is. Well, another thing, too, is, like, think about it. Most people don't know that they're pregnant the second that they conceive a baby. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like when the baby's really, like, a tiny, tiny little embryo thing, like, they're just smoking away. It's, like, trying to develop, and it's probably why a lot of birth defects happen.
Mm-hmm. This fun fact goes with the last one. It says the BBFC, British Board of Film Classification, demanded a total of 24 minutes worth of cuts to the film before its release in the UK. At the time, the BBFC had a virtually zero tolerance to sexual violence and the use of a crossbow.
Oh, yeah,
very low T.
Yeah, the BBFC back then gave this movie a very tight circumcision.
Exactly. The BB low T is more like it.
I gotta say, like, this impressed me that she's getting chased for her life and she's still holding on to the wedding dress. Can't remember if it was her hat or her purse that she has in her hand, but like she's carrying all her shit still and she's running for her life. She ain't giving it up for these pussies.
Yeah. You think they'd be less prone to censoring movies since they're called the big black fucking cock?
I know.
Fucking weird.
The big
weird
black film censors is what they are.
Yeah, fucking betas.
You know what's also weird too is like, you know the country that like really censors movies, like even like regular movies like Predator 2 and shit, and still censors them to the day is Germany. Like, don't you find that weird and ironic? Like,
yeah,
because I had a copy of Predator 2. It was in a Steelbook Blu-ray, and I mean this is like recently. This is like the last 10 years. And I put it in, and like just even from just my memory of watching the VHS and DVD of it, I'm like, what? Like, what happened? Where's this scene? Where's that scene? You know what I mean? I was like, you fuckers are still censoring Predator movies from fucking 1991 or whatever.
They also, like, that's the home place of, what's that name? Jorg Bugarett or whatever, the guy that does the fucking Necromantic?
Yeah.
Fuck.
They make the worst shit out there. And they have the worst history of fucking genocide, but they gotta censor movies.
Fucking hell yeah.
Yeah, I gotta say, when you watch this movie, you know this girl's dead. Like, as soon as they catch her.
He just picks her up over his fucking head.
He kind of like...
IT.
Yeah, he kind of turns into Incredible Hulk. He like hulks up and like, rah!
They're all trying to stop him, and he's just like, fuck.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't even say they're trying to stop him. Just the little pipsqueak guy is like, no.
Yeah.
These fuckers. Talk about broad daylight murder, man.
Mm-hmm. Fuck boys.
They are fuck boys.
Yeah, that dude with the fucking bandana around his neck does, like, fucking very much. He's got some Born in the USA vibes going, too.
I know. No chance.
Exactly.
Especially when he gets his, like, mean face on. He looks like when Vince McMahon overacts.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking hate Vince McMahon.
See, what if we find out that fucking the leader Scar is actually him, and he comes out, he's like, it was me all along.
He could.
That'd be donk. And then he gets fucking Rocky comes in and motorboats him in his ass.
Oh, that'd be great.
Amazing.
His face would smell like ass sweat for weeks.
Exactly.
I got something, speaking of coming, like, I got something to bring up. I forgot to say when we did Biodome. Like, you know, like, later in the film, like, when Polly plants the marijuana plant, and he goes up to it, and he's like, "What's your name? Purple Sticky Punch." Like, why does he make a cum face when he says that?
Oh,
It's very weird.
Exactly.
Is he
what you do.
Is he ejaculating in his pants just because he's standing next to a marijuana plant?
Exactly. The fumes.
Yeah, just the smell.
He's got the He's got the cum rain for the weeds.
Yeah. Yeah, some of these girls in the gang, man, like, you really don't ever get to see them. Like, they're really just, like, hardly ever around. I guess the gang really is, like, the girl gang, at least, like, it's really, like, inconsequential to the plot. Like, it just had to be more believable that it would be a girl gang that would steal those guys' car, you know, instead of, like, one or two girls, you know? But I always wonder, like, when they're out being tough bitches and everything, like, why'd they have, like, sweet little innocent Linnea around with them, you know?
Yeah. They're really protected. Like, it seemed like, they were protective of her and didn't go quite as into what they do when she was around.
Because there had to be other girl gangs that they would run into and probably have fights with and shit. You think they wouldn't want her around when that happened? Yeah. This is like a good almost horror movie scene too, where like the pipsqueak guy like sneaks into the hospital to say that he's sorry for raping.
Exactly. This is how fucking our girl finds out that there was the scars.
Linda Blair driving a tightly circumcised Mitsubishi Jeep, which I don't think they make anymore. Or at least not in America. They don't sell them.
Fucking this scene. Fucking. See, what would they have done if she died?
Yeah, like, I don't know.
They would have been fucked. You know what would have been like? What if our girl Linda Blair fucked them to death? Like she had like better. She crushed them with her her powerful thighs.
That's what Michelle Bauer from Slimeball Bolorama would have done.
Exactly. Those thighs, they just grab your dick and they don't let go. Fucking hell yes.
Who originally said that?
I forgot what movie that was from. I think Danny Trejo said that.
I was going to say, it sounds like Danny Trejo.
Yeah.
Maybe
Very Chad.
Maybe he said it in Dust of Dawn Part 2, Blood Money.
Probably, yeah, something like that.
But it's kind of funny, though, because, like, even though she doesn't have, like, the actual revenge outfit on, she kind of has, like, a loose version of her black revenge outfit on already in this scene.
Hell yes. But it's just like a loose circumcision. It doesn't get the job quite done.
Yeah, because the real one, like the bodysuit or whatever it is, it's very, like, when she zips it up, it's very tight.
Apparently, I remember... I remember, yeah, it's coming back to me. I remember I listened to Danny Steinman's commentary, and then there was another one, and I want to say it was like maybe cast members or maybe producers. Yeah. And I remember they said that during that scene where she's using the crossbow for the first time, like she showed up late to the set, and they were waiting like hours, and like that scene was maybe supposed to be like daylight, but they shot at night instead or something.
Really?
And like they were like, oh yeah, she was hanging out with Rick James.
I was gonna say Rick James, he would go disappearing for days. I like that scene of the pipsqueak running down the street. Like, that was actually a good scene of how they slice back in little snippets of the rape scene.
Hey, we're here, baby. Oh. We made it.
Bathtub.
Oh.
Well, you even did the sound effects.
Oh, hell yes. Oh, we did it. We completed the commentary. Oh.
All right, that's it.
I was wondering how we were going to play this off.
Like, I knew it was coming at this part, but I wasn't expecting it that quick. But I actually love that scene, though, besides you see how awesome her superhero physique is. That's
It
the
was
YouTube.
beautiful.
That's like when you say Play-Doh file. You gotta say
look at
Linda
them go
Blair
together.
has a superhero physique.
They go together when she's zipping up.
Yeah.
Those beautiful flotation devices she's got there.
Yeah, but I love it because it's like, and she said it's like a European movie, and I agree because like it. I'm not. This is actually being honest. It took me about 4 or 5 times watching that scene until I realized that like she's actually very slow. Like she's also smoking a cigarette in the bathtub, and she's very focused. Like it's actually, believe it or not, it's actually a character moment because it zooms in slowly into like tight zoom into her face. To show her emotion. It's actually a very good scene in that way. It's just, as a man, you can't help let's be honest, you can't help but be distracted the first couple times you see it.
Exactly. Cigarette burning. She's a woman on a mission.
Yeah.
She's decided she's contemplating like, is this worth killing people for? Like,
Yeah. Should I do
I
this?
do it?
She's
Exactly.
like, fuck yeah.
Hell yes.
It's funny too, cause like in real life, it's not really cool to have like people smoking around you and stuff. Like if you're not a smoker, but like I do like it in movies when women smoke. Like it does like look cinematic. You know what I mean?
Oh yes, it does. Yeah. Especially if it was Linda Blair in the '80s, though, smoking around you wouldn't.
No, you believe me, you wouldn't care. It's just like, it's just one of those things. Like, it just visually, it looks cooler than what it really is.
Mm-hmm. See, I bet that dad is just like, holy shit, my son is a Chad.
Yeah.
Fucking Linda Blair's like, oh, can I talk to your son, please?
Yeah,
he
tried to give her shit too. I was just like, if Linda Blair comes for your son, like you gotta say right this way.
Well, see, what if he was really sleazy? He's like, well, you want to get to him, you gotta come through me first.
Yeah.
You gotta fucking rock my world, Linda. Oh,
I'm sure she would have sliced him up. I like the way this scene ends because she's got his knife to his throat and it cuts away, and you just assume that she slits his throat, but she actually doesn't.
Mm-hmm. She shows Moisey.
Yeah.
See,
the supply sergeant.
Exactly. What if she was like a prey mantis? She's saving him for later, and she's gonna fuck him and then kill him.
Oh, that'd be even better. That's true revenge.
The praying mantis, I think they eat the lover.
They bang and eat you.
Hell yeah. See, that's the way to go.
Yeah.
You gotta go.
So donk how the back of that car was just a big door you could open up.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. They don't build them like they used to.
Yeah, I loved it when she came out and got in the car. She had to, like, before she swung the door open, she had to look at the traffic to see if anything was going to come and hit her. Like, that's how you know it's true guerrilla filming. We haven't really talked about it yet, but, like, this movie does have a good cinematic look, I think.
It does, yeah.
Like, it doesn't look like those, like, other, like, super shitty, cheap movies at the time, you know?
Exactly. I gotta do a pee real quick.
Yeah,
I'm gonna grab a drink, and technically I need to clean up after we just unloaded the fucking the commies all over the streets. They're flooding.
They're flooding. I hear the sewer drain whooshing outside.
Exactly. Be back.
So like the gang guys like come to their hangout, and it's like a weird thing. Like it's just kind of like a plot device that he has to drop off the 2 other gang guys by themselves. The main gang leader, because he got something with a girl he's got to handle by himself. And it's kind of a weird scene because they're like, oh, can't we come? And then she's like, no. Like, again, tying in how I don't know, like, I don't know the word for this type of thing, like what these guys are, group sexual, pansexual, whatever. They'll fuck anything that moves. But I like how Linda Blair comes in here. She's hanging out at the warehouse, and she, of course, does her sex appeal. You get to see full on how badass she is. Like, you think that, well, I guess they kind of do know, but she's got her arrows strapped to her thigh there. But she's trying to make it sound like, oh, just come on in here, we'll all have a good time, which, you know, the one guy's all about, but the other creepy guy, he's just like, hey, something's like not right here, you know. The fake, we got Vince McMahon and Johnny Rotten here. Of course, she unzips her tight jumpsuit thing. But yeah, like this movie's weird though, because like it has the sleaziest feel of it, but it like I said, like cinematically, like it looks good. The cinematography's good, the lighting's good, and like
It does.
and I was always like, I always heard like, oh, the DVD releases, whatever. Like I always thought this movie would have like a real beat up master or something. Like I guess somebody at some point like knew that there would be money in this movie because like. Yeah, like the elements are good. I mean, there's a couple little pops and speckles on the Blu-ray, but like in general, like yeah, it looks really good.
Exactly. So, like, basically, after all that, like, the rest of the commentary is going to be super profound and intellectual because we got the post-nut clarity now.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, we could talk about some more of the, the cinematic things going on, not just talk about the boobies and stuff.
We're not suffering from cum brain anymore.
Exactly. The cum brain's all out.
Yeah.
It's been purged.
Yeah. Like I like this too, like how she's just like I like the sound. It's pretty good. Like the echoey effect of her yelling through the warehouse and they're trying to find her. It's like a dangerous game of hide and go seek.
Exactly. She's fucking she's ready. She's not taking no prisoners.
Why did this guy put up his mask though? His bandana he's wearing is a bandit mask. I mean, he's about to do a rape type situation, and like he had some dialogue too. You remember this Zach the Vince McMahon guy where he's like it really comes out that he hates women because he's yelling at her that they're going to hide the salami sew up inside her it's going to destroy her and all this stuff.
Exactly. This guy is red pilled
And based.
Yeah. He's based and red pilled, all right. He's probably looking up into the flat earth. He's been hanging out with the guy from fucking, New Year's Evil. Fucking,
yeah.
See, he's pissed off because his fucking boy fucking threw himself off that building.
Yeah.
Fucking all that shit. And as he's falling down to his death, he yelled, "Research flat Earth," and then he started looking into it, and he's fucking exactly. It's all making sense to him now.
Yeah, he was one of the people down in the parking lot. He witnessed him scream "Research flat Earth."
Exactly.
But yeah, like, could you imagine what this gang could have really accomplished if they had Evil leading them instead of the other guy?
Mm-hmm.
Because
what if that kid with the fucking blonde hair is his son? Like he started hanging out with the son, and they started this gang.
Yeah. Because Evil didn't suffer from bisexual cum brain the way these guys did. He knew how to formulate a plan and see it through.
Mm-hmm.
Evil was all about fighting for the men's rights.
Exactly. See, look, that would have been great. Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. I'm thinking of I was thinking of a different thing. We're going to see it. We're going to see what I was thinking.
Yeah, this is Linda Blair's favorite line from the movie where she tells the guy to... bend if he was double jointed, he could bend over and kiss his ass goodbye.
Oh yes,
and it's pretty slick too how she hides the crossbow like out of frame so you can't see it.
What if you were double jointed and could fucking bend over and fuck yourself in the ass?
I don't even think that could be possible, could it? Even if you were double jointed.
Oh, you'd have to make it possible.
Unless your dick was made out of rubber or something.
Exactly. Fucking, he just like snaps in half and fucks himself in half.
Yeah.
See, like you wouldn't even need to hang out. You wouldn't need to leave your house ever again.
Now, this is kind of weird here too. Like, this is my only real criticism of the movie. Like, the other guy comes and he sees the guy with the arrow through his throat. And then he's going to fall and slip into the bear traps. But wouldn't he see them, like, nearby at this point? Like, the staging of this didn't make any sense to me.
See, yeah, they should have made the warehouse darker or something so we had to get closer to him.
Yeah.
But then we couldn't see Linda Blair's excellent physique.
Because he literally just fell backwards out of fright. But then he fell into the bear traps. But that makes no sense because he would have seen them, like, laying right there next to the guy's body, right?
Exactly. He's farsighted.
Yeah. I like this where I was like, really? She's going to light a cigarette? And then she just can't. The lighter don't work.
Exactly. They're setting something up, I think.
Yeah. Those were some Stacy earrings. I really like the earrings she has because they kind of usually cast a shadow on her neck.
Mm-hmm. And then we got the fucking. See, this is Oh wait, yeah. Isn't there kind of a weird way that they? Is this one of those movies where like she kills the leader before she like? I guess not, because she already killed the other two.
Yeah, she kills the leader last, but he's just the hardest to kill.
I'm thinking of I Spit on Your Grave.
Yeah.
She kills the leader like, like second
Earlier,
or something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always unsatisfying when they do that.
Mm-hmm. Why did you do that? Especially the ending they did go with, like kind of the weakest revenge is the last one.
Yeah.
The guys in the water at the end.
I thought it was weird that he didn't want to take the other guys with him while he ran that other guy over. It's like, why? Like, they already know. Like, they watch you murder a girl in broad daylight. And plus, they do rapes with you. They're not going to rat you out, dude.
Exactly. You think he's ready to get his fuck on? Like, he's guys, I'm back.
He's got the bag of party favors, everything.
See, this is what you need. You need friends that you can just get your fuck on with. You never need women around ever. You can be red-pilled and based.
Oh, you would be if that was going on. The name of their gang should have been the Fuck Buddies.
Hell yes.
He really had
buddies.
paper hands the way he dropped his beer there, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
He dropped it at the first sight of anything.
Fucking he fucking didn't let the stock ride. Oh, you can see did you see that?
Yeah, the string.
You could.
You can see him. Yeah, you can see him big time on both. That's also surprising. The commentary, Steinman was breaking down how you do it, and that with the lighting you can't see the strings. I'm like, maybe.
Exactly.
It wouldn't be donk if like it was supposed to be there and she started like pulling on it like with like the string.
Oh yeah.
This is a great shot because you never see people do this where they have to pull the arrow out and there's meat and shit on it. I did like that.
See, you think like I'd probably just fucking break the other side and or break the one side and pull it out the other way.
Yeah, that's what I always think. I was actually watching believe it or not, a Hobbit movie last night, and a guy got an arrow in the leg, and then he had to jump into a water like a beer barrel, and like when he jumped, it like broke the stick off in his leg. I was like, damn, that's harsh.
See, it was probably, you said he didn't notice the strings. It was probably because he wasn't doing a commentary, so he still had the cum brain.
Yeah, he didn't get the clear eyes.
Exactly. Like that fucking commercial with our boy. Exactly, clear eyes.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because like usually these movies are like very memorable, like with the bad guys. Like I don't really know how to take the bad guys in this one. Like they do a lot of bad shit, but they don't have a lot of like individual personality or character.
Oh, they fucking kiss each other. That's Chad.
That's pretty much all they do though, is be bisexual.
Hmm. See, how do you get revenge on, like, you can't use your sexiness to fucking get revenge on guys that don't even fucking want to fuck you anyway. They're already fucking each other. That makes it harder for our girl into Blur.
That's what I was saying when years gone. Like, she lures him and those other two guys in the warehouse with her sexiness, but then it's just like the other guy knows it's going on because he don't have cum brain. He's not excited by it. But I was like, either way, you knew something was up because she had a big quiver of arrows on her thigh.
Yeah, well, anytime I hear cum brain, I think of like a fucking a brain in a jar with milk in it. That's just what I picture, just like submerged in milk. That's the cum brain.
Sounds like something from a science fiction movie where, like, to keep the brain alive, they have to keep opening the jar and coming into it.
Exactly. It lives on cum. That's the shot where she showed up late. Her and our boy was getting their fuck on.
Yeah. And freebasing, bro.
Super freaky.
Super freaky.
How much would you pay for that sex tape?
Probably not that much, in all honesty. I'm not really a big Rick James fan.
Oh, he fucking maybe he just sat in the background. Maybe she's fucking satisfying herself. That'd be great.
I think I would pay double the price if it was just her by herself, in all honesty.
Amazing. He's just sitting in the back there doing his dance.
There was a Rick James sex tape. I remember seeing it like on like the news or whatever. Like he him and his girlfriend or wife at the time, they held some girl hostage for like, I don't know what it was, 6 days. They burned her body with crack pipes and they had sex with her.
Holy shit.
Yeah. That's why it's like, as much as I like Rick James songs, like that's what I think of every time somebody talks about Rick James.
I try to make a joke and it fucking goes to some dark real life shit.
Yeah.
Who was the old school like rock and roll god who like they found sex tapes of
Chuck
him
Berry?
pissing? Yeah, he was into pissing on women or getting pissed on.
I think he got pissed on. Yeah.
Amazing, very Chad.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a podcast that like brought him up like nonstop. I used to listen to. Like, I want to say he owns, like, some kind of business. There was something, like, a tanning salon or something he was a part of. Or maybe there's, like, something where there's, like, cameras in a bathroom, too.
He was filming. Yeah. Very Chad.
Very Chad.
So we need his biography, his biopic. You think he had, like, a weird sterilization fetish? Like, he thought pissing on him, like, made him sterile?
He could have.
It's like, oh, now I'm fucking, I could, a doctor could, like, put me inside, a wound or something. I'm sterile. I don't know.
Yeah. It's that's what I mean. Like, like with the Rick James thing too. Like, it's hard. Like you expect every like famous rock and roller just to fuck a lot of girls and, probably eventually, you got to up the ante and bang 3, 4, 5 girls at a time. That's what led Magic Johnson down his road. But like when somebody has like a fetish or has done a sexual crime that's just like either disgusting or it's like insanely funny, like it's hard to see them in the same light ever again.
Exactly.
Like, I can't remember what band it was. I think Def Leppard, like, they had so many chicks after them that eventually the roadies had to start banging all of them. So, like, the roadies would have sex with the girls, like, I think under the stage or some bullshit, and then take them back. So, like, to me, that's, like, kind of, like, a low-T move if, like, your roadies already had sex with them before you get to have sex with them.
Exactly.
It's almost like your roadies are cucking you.
Exactly. You're swimming in their stew.
Yeah. It was funny, too, because, like, on the commentary, Steinman, like, he thought the whole concept was kind of unbelievable that Linda Blair could, like, get revenge on all these guys. But, like, they play it pretty good that, like, even though she initially fucks this guy up with the arrows in the legs, like, she kind of botches everything after that.
Yeah, it starts to look like he's gonna get the upper hand.
Yeah.
And he does a couple times.
Like, I'm curious if you could walk after that, after you're having all the tendons and shit in your quadriceps, like, torn apart with arrows.
She stabbed him in the fucking groin area with that switchblade.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's gonna fucking dump some paint thinner on him. And then she's gonna go to light it. And it's not gonna work. She tried to light her cigarette. She's out of fucking juice.
Yeah, I know. Like, I was wondering who kind of did this first. I guess this movie, because I think this came out first. But this is very reminiscent of the ending of Chopping Mall. If you ever seen that movie,
mm-hmm.
Kelly Maroney goes in the paint store.
Exactly. And I always love whenever they catch on fire. They're like 18 inches thicker.
And like their faces are like poking out, like, because it's like a mask.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that happened in Slimeball Bolorama. They threw somebody on fire. I think it was one of the girls, and then all of a sudden she became Michael Myers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I kind of never like fire stunts in movies because like they either have that phony look to them or like, I don't know. It's just like too dangerous of a thing to be doing just for the sake of making a movie. Like, can't you come up with some other way to safely fake kill somebody?
Maybe that's exactly how it looks in real life. I've never seen anybody catch on fire.
Maybe their face puffs up.
Yeah, you just instantly get like thicker.
And then, like, I hate it when they started doing it with the CGI. Like, when you see somebody rolling around in a movie now with CGI flames on them, it always looks fake as hell.
It's always too yellow looking or something.
Yeah.
Linda Blair's a babe.
Yeah, she is. That's pretty much the whole reason to watch this movie, I would say.
Was there anybody more babe than Linda Blair at this time in history?
We're talking about 1984. Jeez, that's hard. I think some people could make a case for Phoebe Cates and Fast Times and Gremlins. Yeah. But me personally, like, my breath was taken away when I watched this movie the other night. Like, I had no idea Linda Blair was this babylicious, honestly.
Exactly. See, he just got the cum brain.
I know. And then she gets covered in it, too, because now she has to roll around with them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're fighting. He's choking the shit out of her.
See, he knows how to fucking make the orgasm better.
Yeah. He's going unfortunately, the road that a lot of people went down.
Exactly. You need to find a chick that knows how to fucking, knows how to choke you out. But then, like, if you pass out, she can, like, smack you back to life. So
you need a sex robot that knows how to time it exactly right.
Look how fucking thick his face is all of a sudden.
like I'm not kidding. Doesn't he really look like he has a Michael Myers mask on?
Exactly. Look, his hair looks slightly shorter too.
Well, it's getting burned up. That would make sense.
Amazing. Yeah. He almost looked like fucking what's his name from Little Monsters, the fucking their buddy or the buddy of the real bad guy that we find.
The hunchback guy.
Yeah, we find out he exists right at the end of the movie.
I know.
She looks really good covered in fucking paint thinner or whatever the hell that is.
Well, she's got to be careful, too, because she's covered in the highly flammable shit, too, that he's covered in. She got to stay away from the flames.
She's too fucking hot to catch on fire, I think.
Yeah.
Amazing.
She's all traumatized. Yeah, I know you're not supposed to question too much of these type of movies, but I wonder what her story to the police was about what happened.
Exactly. It's just like the tagline of fucking don't spit on, or I spit on your grave. Yeah. She just burned. See, this is the real fucking movie, because she never burns anybody and I spit on your grave. She just burned, fucking maimed, I forget the other adjectives, but like fucking this is the real one, and like that's no jury in the world's gonna convict her.
Exactly. Like if you're like one of them burn victims that gets it like really bad, like how like it pretty much takes all fleshy stuff off your skin, like everything, your dick's got to burn off, right?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. It's
it does
sad.
Hmm. Then you would just completely be black-pilled. Like fucking yeah.
You would have no choice.
Hmm.
Yeah. Besides Linda Blair, I like the girl in that one shirt back there with the weird flowers or whatever is on it, the print.
Mm-hmm.
I wish she would have had more of a character. Because apparently there was a lot more characters, according to Danny Steinman. He rewrote the script to make it more simple. And a lot of people, like the gym teacher, how she just runs in there while they're fighting. She originally had like a whole storyline the gym teacher did with like 2 or 3 other scenes.
We could have found out that she was a lesbian gym teacher. She was into the Linda Blair.
Mm-hmm. She could.
Like she got the job just to get closer to her. Like fucking, I really want to see Linda Blair's tits.
Yeah.
The shower room.
It's funny too, because like I think Linnea is supposed to be the little sister, but I have a hard time believing she's younger than Linda Blair, because Linda Blair looks really young in this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Linnea did too, but Linda Blair, like, there's some parts where Linda Blair looks like a grown-up woman. There's other parts where she looks like a kid. Like, she still kind of looks like she did in The Exorcist.
Yeah. Fucking, I hear fucking the slamming song at the end, baby.
Yeah. All these movies had to end with a rockin' track.
I got the soundtrack to this on vinyl, actually.
Really? You got one of the vinyls? How long did it take you to track that down?
I was just looking through on eBay, and I saw it, and I was like, fuck it, I'm getting that, baby.
Donk.
Very donk.
Did you have Bob DeSimone? That was that guy's name. Did you have to pay a lot of money for it, or did you get a deal?
I think it's pretty cheap, yeah.
Yeah. You probably got it right before the mania kicked in for Savage Streets.
Oh, yeah.
People masturbate over this movie like no other cult film in recent years, let's say.
Dog. Hell yeah. We did it. We did the commentary. We
pulled it off.
Exactly. We got the post-nut clarity, and then fucking, exactly. We you can't hear us, but we're both smoking cigarettes right now.
Exactly.
Very, very awesome.
We're like Scar, the leader of the gang.
Mm-hmm. We fucking smoke it for like 2 seconds, and we light up another one.
Yeah, I'm sure you know about this, but just to talk about it, like it's very sad that Steinman his career ended like as quick as it did, because he did this, and then the producers of I think Friday 5 saw this, and like apparently they were thinking of investing in the movie, and that's why like they kind of were tracking the project, and so that's why like right away they hired him for Friday 5. And I know Friday 5 gets a lot of shit, but I mean that's not his fault. That was just the story that the producers wanted to do. But after that, he had 5 movies he said lined up, and he got paid for them and stuff, and they just all eventually one by one fell through, and like to the point like they were actually promoting that he was going to do Last House on the Left Part 2.
Part 2, yeah.
Yeah. But he said the people that were trying to finance it, they didn't fully have the rights, so they couldn't really do it. So
that sucks, yeah.
I don't know.
What if he would have cast Linda Blair in the starring role?
Oh, that would have been awesome.
I would have calmed.
Last House on the Left too, though. Yeah, you probably would have to just restart with like a whole new cast, a whole new story, right?
I would assume.
Yeah. Glendale, Mitsubishi.
Oh yeah, Chad.
Yeah, I need to find some more Linda Blair movies from this time period. Even though like it's supposedly not a really good movie, and I don't remember it being that good. I think I want to buy Hell Night now just to see her. But yeah, like it kind of sucks. I was looking at her filmography like a couple years after this. Like she was doing real, just kind of like nothing movies. You know what I mean?
Oh yes.
Like if I was like somebody producing big movies and I would have seen this, I would be like, that's a star right there. Like she gets naked and she's a great actress. Like, what more could you ask for?
Exactly. These fucking beta Hollywood guys.
And now she just is all into animal charities and stuff. But what can you do?
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's a good cause, but I just wish we could see her in more movies. You know.
She needs to save the dogs naked.
Oh, I'm sure she does that. She's another one that the older she got, the more buff she got. I don't really get why women do that, in all honesty, but
steady diet of fucking Chad jeans.
It keeps you can't keep body fat on. You just get muscular. Like she looks like she could play Sarah Connor at this point in time.
Exactly. Oh yeah.
So this being the last episode of March, around this time, what do you have going on, Zach, on your other endeavors?
Oh man, I don't know. We just going for it, baby. We're just going with the flow.
Yeah. You've been doing a lot more of game streaming, haven't you?
Hell yes. The original idea was to try to do it once a week, like usually on Sunday. Yeah, sometimes like stuff comes up, and usually like even if like they can't do it, I'll try to do something.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm just like, oh man, I don't know. If it's just me by myself, it's got too much, it'll just probably go to shit because I suck at like being entertaining with nobody else there.
Yeah, I really like the little segment you did by yourself game streaming, though. The thing, I'm kind of addicted to the live streams. Like, there's something weird, even like when I watch it back, afterwards or whatever on YouTube. Like, it's almost like live TV. You never know what's going to happen.
Exactly.
And I like that Mac and Aaron usually look like they're being held against their will when they do it.
Exactly. Like 20 minutes in, they're like, "Oh, we're gonna wrap this up. When is how much longer we got?"
Yeah, this 25-hour game that you're 20 minutes into.
Exactly.
I was wondering though, like, is there a reason why you guys stream a game instead of just like stream yourselves? You know what I mean? Like,
Yes, a game, just something to like have play. I get we
focus
don't
on.
really need. Yeah, we don't really need to. We could just be our 3 screens up there and just talk about random stuff. We've done that before too.
Yeah, but what do you think? Because I'm curious. Because I get why people who like they don't do anything but game stream. I get why they do it. I'm just curious why you guys do it. Does the gaming aspect draw in more people? You think, or what?
I don't know. Yeah, I think that might be why we started.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know if it does or not though.
It's interesting though. I like it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But like what's all your different endeavors you got going on? You got Macazak Save the World.
Hell yes.
You
Fucking
got
AKA Cum Junkies, AKA Cum Sock Kids.
the Cumsock Kids. Then you also got you're pretty much, I would say you're the brand manager of the Revival House Network, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, kind of. And then not by choice, it just kind of happened.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's kind of like the umbrella under which you have behind BTM, you have Cinema Enema. You know what show I like? And unfortunately, you can't create this show, but I like the Deep End with Aaron Lipscomb.
Hell yeah.
It sucks he only does like one episode a year or whatever he does. But the ones I've seen, or I should say listen to, it's an audio podcast. I like it. It's interesting.
Did you hear the first one where I cried?
No.
You didn't hear that first episode?
Yeah, that first, why did you cry?
You'll have to listen to it.
Okay.
It got super serious, yeah.
Damn.
He started calling me all these names. He was bullying the fucking... No, it wasn't like that. It was like, yeah.
He was bullying you over a podcast.
Yeah, that's the first time it was like, fucking... I was so used to playing a character when we do a podcast.
Yeah.
And then, like, all of a sudden it was real. And, like, yeah, you just have to listen to it.
He caught you off guard with pure naked emotion.
Exactly.
And there was one that you guys threw up that I think was supposed to be like a pilot for another show, but you guys kind of abandoned it. But I thought it was one of your best things ever. You guys kind of did like a paranormal podcast where Aaron talked about he lived in haunted houses and shit, and all these little like ghosts would try to grab him out of his bed at night. Like that shit was riveting to me.
Mm-hmm. He ended up redoing the ghost stories for another Deep End episode, and we were actually talking recently because like we haven't done he hasn't done Deep End in a long time, and it's like, well, the last one we did was at the very start of the coronavirus stuff. It's like, what are we going to talk about now? It's still going on. It's still dominating the news, and I was like, we could do like a part 2 to ghost stories, and he's like, yeah, we should. So, like, we expect that sometime soon.
And what's going on? I was always under the impression that Riverman bailed, but he keeps coming back.
Yeah, he's usually busy with the kids and the wife, but every once in a while he just kind of gets like, hey, let's do it. Let's do a podcast. And sometimes it's while we're in the middle of getting ready to do one, and it all works out. And like he does like pickup videos and stuff. Hell yeah.
But my favorite one was when he picked the Poughkeepsie tapes. Mm-hmm. And then he was like, I don't even know why I picked this. I don't like it.
I think he said like he never seen it before. Like I was like, they hated it way more than I did. Yeah. I didn't hate it nearly as much as they did.
I gotta admit, I saw it for the first time like maybe a year ago. And then I bought it, and I really wanted to do an episode on it. And then you guys like did it, and I was just like, oh, like, you know, and like I don't even know why I thought this, but I was like, oh, it sucks, I missed my chance, you know, because they did episode like we would be somehow competing or something, you know what I mean?
Hell no.
Yeah.
Man.
So I went ahead and did it last August, and like this is no joke, Zach. It was my highest downloaded show of 2020.
It was?
I swear to God, it was. So I think there's still like a lot of like curiosity about that movie out there. You know what I mean?
How many years was it on the shelf?
Oh, geez, it was supposed to come out like '07 or something like that, and it didn't come out till Blu-ray. I think there was like some weird shit like 2011. It got like a pay-per-view release on DirecTV, and I want to say Scream Factory put it out like 2018-ish.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
Yeah, because I saw it, like I was like, oh shit, I forgot this was out, so I rented it from Netflix, and they only had the DVD for some reason, which I don't even get because you can't even buy the DVD separately. You have to buy it with the Blu-ray. But yeah, so I was like, damn, I was like, I better get this movie before it goes out of print or some shit happens, you know? So like, I bought it. Like, I've seen the movie about 3 times. I personally really enjoy it. So. The only thing that I have with that is like the VHS is super fake. Like for some reason they do a video effect where like the colors are constantly like turning like green and purple like on the video, and it's like swirling around. Like I'm like VHS looks kind of like blurry and washed out, but it don't like move. It don't have grain in it. Like, it was just weird. Like they try to make it look like it was like a tape that had been taped over like 50 times or something. But it's like you like make 30 copies, duplications, but VHS doesn't really look like that.
80th generation VHS.
Yeah. That the guy then cummed on or something.
I think by 80th generation it would just be fuzz.
It would be.
It would, yeah.
It would look like the porno channels or whatever, Playboy channel on cable, like in the 80s, if you didn't subscribe to it, and it was just fuzz.
I remember somebody made a YouTube video where they basically went generation by generation showing the same exact part from, I think it was like a music video.
Wow.
And it gets like to basically just fuzz really quick.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, that's it. Any last words about Savage Streets? I know it's a personal favorite of yours, Zach.
It's a good time. One of my favorite genres. It's a simple story, just revenge story with some hot babs.
Pretty much, that's it.
Exactly.
So everybody, thanks again for joining us. Thanks for always supporting the podcast. Lots of downloads. The last 2 months, Zach, have been the highest download numbers since we switched over to the Podbean and looking at the statistics there. So since 2017, we've had our highest numbers in the last 2 months. So we appreciate everybody listening.
Very Chad. All Chads, I'm sure.
Oh, exactly. All our listeners have very high T.
All Chads and Stacy's listening to the fucking graveyard.
Diamond Hand listeners only.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody. Till next time, we'll see you again soon, right back here in the movie graveyard.
Dawn.